Good morning. It is day 11 of me attempting carnivore, and I want to show you how successful this week has been. I'm out of pink tights. For me, successful as far as getting into class, and I maybe only have like 4 pairs of pink tights, but that means that I've been taking lots of class, and I'm down to wearing like blue and purple, which is great. I like wearing colors, but yeah, so it's been really good. I know it's been a good dancing week when I have to pull 6 leotards out of the washing machine and stick them on the drying rack. So that's good. And I'm headed off to another one this morning. Yeah, and feeling pretty good. So sleep is still the thing. I taught until 9 o'clock last night out in another city and had about a 40-minute commute home. And just between talking to my husband and trying to get some stuff done in the evening, we didn't make it to bed till like 11:30, and that was really, really, really bad. And normally today I would kind of have some extra time, but I'm substitute teaching out in another city going the other direction, another like 20-30 minute drive. So I'm hoping I'm going to try and squeeze a nap in my car between class and going out there to teach. So, yeah, sleep's just the thing. I need to get on top of that. I paid for those carbs like all day yesterday as far as energy and how my guts were feeling. So it was not worth it. But here's the thing, adjusting to eating carnivore, like I'll get pretty full. I'll eat my 3 pounds of food or whatever, and my tummy feels full, but I'll still find myself wandering into the kitchen looking for something to eat. And I think it's just my body saying, hey, where's my sugar? And it's really weird, and it's not necessary. It's just all up here. And this does affect your hormones and is affected by your hormones. It's there. It's a reality. But it's also just habit. It's not something my body needs. So I just need to be aware of that. But when I get tired in the evening, like lizard brain really does turn on, and I can't. Like, I have all kinds of reminders all over my house and on my phone about my goals and my purpose and what I'm doing. But when I get tired like that, and I took a ballet class yesterday and then did my practicing, and then I took another class from a teacher up where I was teaching just because I was up there anyway, so I just went an hour or a couple hours early so I could take class from her. And then I taught for 2 hours. When you're that tired, it's really hard to think like, oh, I need to get to bed on time. I need to not eat and have a shower and go to bed. And this just starts working more slowly. And one of the guys I've been following, Cole Robinson, the snake diet guy, he just had a big rant on sleep, and he said human beings cannot be happy if they don't have enough sleep. And let's think about that for a second. Think about how often you let yourself be sleep deprived. And then the other thing that frustrates me is, since I work with kids, I get frustrated. Sorry, that didn't sound very good. I get frustrated when kids come into my class and they're so tired, and then they're also wired. And it's because teenagers especially, we know this, their circadian rhythm shifts, but we're still expecting them to go to bed at 7 or 8 when they've shifted over to being up a little bit later. And then we have them get up at 7 for an 8 o'clock or 8:30 school start time, unless they're doing some extracurricular thing. And then we ask them to get up at 5:30 so they can be at school for an extra practice at 6. And then we wonder why they're injured, grouchy, moody, overweight or underweight, and constantly getting injured. And to me, this is actually a really, really frustrating thing. And I could rant on about it forever. Kids need to spend less time in school. They need to spend less time sitting around waiting for other people to behave. Stuff like reading, writing, and math. A lot of that could be learned much more efficiently for 90% of kids. And then we should just let them focus on what they want to enjoy doing. Like, if you have a kid who's really interested in math, give them all the math they want. If you have a kid who's really interested in music or art or in anything, let them spend their time on that, and make sure that they have some skills so that they don't go into debt as an adult, or overspend in college, or work with that kind of thing, and treat them a little bit more like adults so that they can rise to that. Sorry, I'm totally ranting on this, but that's one of the things that we damage our kids with And I did it too. You know, I got up at 5 through most of high school so I could practice the piano so that I could get to school early so I could squeeze some personal dancing in before school started. And then I was either at school after school all day rehearsing, cramming through homework, or I would go to dance classes myself and um, get home at 11 and go to sleep at 11:30 and then get up at 5. And I was an overweight, grouchy, horrible skinned teenager. I was not a pleasant person to be around, and I continued those habits through college. And now I'm trying to fix my health with fasting and sleep and stuff. And I still obviously have these bad sleep habits. You can see it right here. And also, the carbs yesterday, I had a nice little breakout. I don't know if you can see all these little spots along my chin, and just overall my skin's a little like splotchy, so it was not worth it. And the sleep would definitely help that too. So I have a much more laid back day tomorrow, Saturday. Haven't had any spring rehearsals start up, so I'm gonna go. I do have some teaching in the morning, and then I'll stay at that studio and do a little bit of my regular practicing because I won't be able to go to any classes. And then some errands to run, but other than that, I think I'm going to take a big old long nap tomorrow too. So anyway, here's today's update, day 11, and I'll maybe make a longer video either for Saturday or for Sunday, like do the little montage thing. I have a bunch of little things I've been collecting, like a clip of my cat or an exercise that I felt like I was doing particularly well. So I will check in with you guys for day 12 tomorrow. Happy feasting, happy fasting, happy dancing.